Before he became an icon, before he was called the Black Mamba, before the championships and MVPs and sellout arenas, Kobe Bryant was just a teenage kid with an unshakable dream. But not just any dream, a declaration. I'm going to be better than Michael Jordan. To say something like that in the 90s? When Jordan was basketball. When his shadow loomed over every gym, every sneaker commercial, every kid's hoop dreams. That wasn't confidence. That was insanity. And yet, Kobe didn't flinch. He didn't just say it, he meant it. Every single word. He wasn't bluffing. He wasn't trying to get attention. He was doing what he'd always done, setting the standard impossibly high and then daring himself to meet it. While other teenagers were figuring out prom dates and college apps, Kobe was watching game film. Studying Jordan's footwork, his fadeaway, his defensive stance, even his trash talk. He wasn't just trying to play like MJ, he was preparing to eventually replace him at the top. At 17, he declared for the NBA draft straight out of high school. Most teens would be overwhelmed by the transition, but not Kobe. He wanted the smoke. He craved the spotlight. And when the Charlotte Hornets drafted him and traded him to the Lakers, he saw it not as luck, but as fate. The Lakers weren't just any team. They were Hollywood. Legacy. Bright lights. Big names. Big expectations. And Kobe was ready to eat all of it. Sure, he barely played in his rookie season. Sure, he airballed multiple shots in a critical playoff game. But here's the thing, Kobe never saw failure as failure. He saw it as fuel. While the media laughed, while doubters piled on, Kobe was in the gym at 4 a.m. The losses just lit the fire. The missed shots became checklists. The setbacks were just setups for comebacks. Because in his head, the race wasn't over. It hadn't even started yet. Jordan had 6 rings. Kobe had none. The clock was ticking. Then came the three-peat. Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe, a dynasty in the making. 3 straight championships from 2000 to 2002. But even in that era of dominance, Kobe wasn't satisfied. He loved winning, but he wanted to win on his terms. Be the alpha, the architect, the heir. When Shaq left the Lakers, many thought Kobe's prime would fade. Instead, he rose like a storm. With a fire that bordered on fury, he shouldered a broken team and rebuilt it. He didn't just train, he obsessed. He'd call teammates at dawn, text trainers in the middle of the night, watch film during team dinners. Basketball wasn't a sport to him. It was a calling. Every move he made was intentional. Every practice was sacred. Every loss was personal. The man once trained in 100-degree heat with no AC just to simulate pressure. Once broke down his own teammates just to build them back stronger. Once told a rookie, "You're not allowed to talk to me until you've earned it." Ruthless? Maybe. But that was the Mamba mindset, the idea that greatness wasn't given, it was taken. Earned through obsession, repetition, and pain. That mindset birthed legendary performances. 62 points in 3 quarters. 81 points against the Raptors. 60 points in his final game. The stuff of myth. And then, of course, there was the legacy. 5 NBA championships. 2 finals MVPs. 18 All-Star selections. 2 Olympic gold medals. A league MVP. And an entire generation of players who grew up idolizing him the way he once idolized Jordan. But here's the thing. Kobe never actually became Jordan. He became something else. He became Kobe. He once said, "I don't want to be the next Michael Jordan. I only want to be Kobe Bryant." And by the time his career ended, nobody was questioning if he fulfilled his prophecy. They were just debating whether he surpassed it. And still, that prophecy, that teenage claim, "I'll be better than Jordan," remains one of the boldest, most insane, most Kobe things anyone has ever said. But isn't that the point? He didn't wait for permission. He didn't play it safe. He saw the mountaintop and decided he'd either reach it or die trying. Even in retirement, Kobe didn't slow down. He won an Oscar. He coached his daughter's basketball team. He mentored rising stars. He reinvented himself. Because for Kobe, greatness wasn't a moment, it was a mission. Then, in 2020, that mission was tragically cut short. When the world lost Kobe Bryant, it wasn't just an athlete we lost, it was a force, a mindset, a standard. His passing hit like a punch to the soul, sudden, sharp, and surreal. But here's what remains: that spark, that drive, that unrelenting belief that no dream is too big, no legend too great, no target too bold. Because somewhere out there, a teenager is saying something crazy, something impossible, something like, "I'm going to be better than Kobe Bryant." And maybe, just maybe, that's the way it's supposed to be.